all of these games today. Check it out during a timeout. The height of efficiency as the managers scramble to get the chairs in order, provide towels, give guys a drink, basically making sure that basketball is all the coaches and players have to think about. Now, they might not get any attention right now, but someday all of these managers are going to be barons of Wall Street. A couple of former managers have become NBA coaches. Lawrence Frank Vogel, the vice chair of the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee, is former Michigan State manager turned Michigan State athletic director Mark Hollis. But as Jim Wojciechowski tells us, these guys aren't just busy plotting their futures to rule the world. They're busy worrying about their floor burns right now.
It is the least glamorous job in college basketball, student manager. But every so often, it has its special competitive perks. In arenas around the country, student managers battle against opposing student managers the night before the real games. With some of them lacking talent, they make up in floor burns.
A student manager is really somebody who has committed their life to whatever sport they're managing, ours is basketball. You don't really run into a manager who's not just crazy about the job. We've been traded for the world.
Manager games are played simply because basketball managers love to play basketball. They're around it all the time, I think, and it's kind of like bringing back the glory days, I guess you could say, of playing high school basketball. A big thing with Coach Izzo, he calls it PP, TPW, which is players play, tough players win. So we kind of make a little fun of TMW, of managers manage, tough managers win. So that's just a little fun we have with that.
This is serious stuff. So serious that Michigan State Assistant Athletic Director Kevin Palga, a former manager himself, created a website and twice-weekly managers ranking.
I tend to joke a lot that, oh yeah, let's do manager KPI. Like, why wouldn't you do manager KPI? There's manager games, and so why wouldn't you rank managers that are playing basketball games? It's data. It's fun stuff.
It can be a challenge tracking down the student manager game results, and even more challenging to schedule actual 5-on-5 games.
Visiting teams only travel like 3 or 4 managers sometimes, so they'll be playing assistant coaches that were Division I players and also professional players that played overseas.
We played with Juan Dixon on the road. We didn't really have numbers, and he was willing to play.
Everybody looked at me like I was a ringer, like because I played professional basketball, I played at Maryland. But these other student managers, they had former athletes. One particular team brings out a 7'1", 285-pound former number one pick in Greg Oden to compete against us. It wasn't fair. They had a size advantage. They ended up winning.
So the student manager games sometimes attract ringers, and also late-night visits from the real players, no matter the weather.
Matt Costello and Kenny Goins showed up and watched our game. They walked through the 0-degree weather, half mile to go watch our game. I'm like, don't tell Coach Izzo about that, because you guys could have, cut colds the night before the game. Rebounding.
I know that this is their time, to have fun and compete a little bit. We just try to just cheer them on and talk a little smack to them too.
There's nothing better than being at breakfast the next morning and having a coach, a player, whoever, ask how the manager game went the night before, and inevitably what was a 10-point win becomes a 20-point win, and the best shooter that went 3 for 15 actually went 12 for 12, and the stories get exaggerated the next morning, but winning and losing still is something that at that breakfast table is really important.
Yeah. Good plan, guys.
Jay, you've given these guys some pub. You love these manager games.
They work their tails off.
Yeah.
They're there early. They stay late. They're there all through practice, scouting reports. The work that they do, they're basically members of the staff with the amount of time they put in. And for them to have that kind of fun and get a little bit of recognition for it is great. But I'll tell you what, if I'm hiring somebody for my company or I need a job done, I'm hiring a basketball manager first, because they get things done. They're phenomenal. And the players better know their names, because they're going to be asking them for a job someday.
You know, they were trying to think that Bob Knight, didn't he have them addressed him as sir? He had to make sure that all the managers were treated with the utmost respect. Managers went to work out here in the Verizon Center. Virginia and North Carolina, as you heard in the piece, 5-on-5 is difficult to get together. So what you had was a 4-on-4 game won by the Tar Heels.
Offensive rebounding, that's the issue right there. The pack line wasn't working. They didn't double the post to get it out of there. Cody Bennett is not happy with this. It's an omen.
I think there was a close